Good morning, everybody. We are getting up and we are getting ready to do something that might be really stupid. But we're getting in the car and we're gonna go drive and look at an RV. We have been looking and researching and thinking we know what we're getting ourselves into. Come along with us and we'll see if we can pick up a motorhome for our family to tour around in. We'll see. Come with us. We're inside someone else's RV. We just drove it around. Here we are. This might be what we get. It's a little short, stubby one. Perfect for people who don't know what they're doing.
Yep.
Let me take a little tour. We can go home and look at it.
All right.
We got fridge, freezer, back bedroom that extends, and a bathroom in here with a separate toilet and shower area. Have a little tubish space. Can you see that? We think it's pretty nice. We just drove it. I forgot to take any video.
Yeah, it has way more features than what we thought it did. Especially on the outside shower and rinse off section.
Big back
And the
bedroom.
leveling jacks that are automatic.
Fun.
Slide out.
We go camping.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm gonna go back this way. Here's the kitchen. It's got a microwave and a stove and an oven. Sink. Some counter space. Anyway, there it is.
Yep.
Good morning, Internet. We are on a road trip. What are we doing today?
We're going to go pick up our Class A motorhome.
We're getting an RV. We don't know how to do an RV, but we're going to try it out. So come along with us as we make the journey to northern Indiana and pick up an RV and learn how to drive it home. So here we are in our brand new motorhome.
Mm-hmm.
We have just gotten started with this and are starting to dig a little deeper and find out how this thing works and what we want to fix and what we want to change. And so we thought we would give you a little bit of an introduction as to how we decided to do this and what all we've done so far and what our plans are going to be, and take you on a little tour and give you a little more information about what we purchased and all of that. So, how'd this happen?
I think it's just because we've been cooped up for a year because of COVID, and we wanted to have a safe way to travel, and I think this is not uncommon this year. I think that the RV market has really sprung to life because of people having to quarantine and wanting to get out so bad, and we've kind of met our limit after being pretty rigid with our COVID restrictions for a year. So we wanted to do something where we knew we could safely travel and have the freedom to travel and visit different places and not lose that time with our kids.
This is my husband, Will, by the way. I don't think he's formally ever been in any of the videos. You've seen him help me install lights and paint walls, but
Yeah.
this is the first time he's talking, so.
Did you keep my plumber's crack in any of it?
No, I cut it out.
Oh, good, because that's usually what the shot is of my butt.
We also have our 2 kids who will be coming on this journey with us, and so that was definitely a consideration when we decided what to purchase and thinking about their safety and their comfort and how we're going to make this all work. So we started looking into RVs and the whole idea of traveling, working remotely, schooling remotely, just having a little bit more of an exciting exploration time with our kids, even though they're still kind of little. But getting this ready to go and practicing and learning how to do this means that once they are a little bit older and can appreciate it a little bit better, we'll be like hopefully experts or near experts. But we started looking probably like 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago?
Yeah, I would say that. Probably in the middle of February we started looking.
Has it only been that long?
Yeah, I think it's only been a month.
Well, we started talking about it and thinking about it, and we just decided, hey, let's get online and let's see what these things are. Like, just start learning about it. We knew that we were not in the market or in the budget for a brand new, never been used trailer of any kind, motorhome. We didn't even know what we were looking for. We thought probably motorhome. The first thing we looked at was a motorhome, or the first thing we tried to look at was a motorhome. And but as we kept going and finding ones that we thought were in our budget, that we thought didn't look too worn and used, they kept getting sold before we could even check them out, before we were sure, before we could even drive there and look. We finally learned that we just had to move fast. So we looked at lots of different things. We looked at some Class A's, we looked at some beat up Class C's that we thought we would just gut and start from scratch, make it a big project. But the idea of that meant that we weren't going to get on the road anytime soon. But so we just kept looking, and we kept we kept digging through Facebook Marketplace day after day, refreshing and keeping in our budget, talking to different people, all the while watching videos and learning about what we thought we wanted to do, how we could modify things. And so what we ended up with was what?
Oh, this is a Class A motorhome. It's a 2000 Fleetwood Flare that we found in northern Indiana.
It's only 25 feet long, so we thought that was manageable, and it still feels pretty spacious for us, just 2 of us full-size people and then 2 kids, and so we think that we can learn how to drive it and maneuver it and handle it pretty well, so that felt like a good choice for us.
Yeah, it was affordable and a good project, a good experience,
but overall mostly well taken care of. So it wasn't going to be a gut job or something that we had to really start from scratch on.
Yeah, so we're just doing kind of more aesthetic modifications to it and safety modifications for the kids, and that's pretty much the entire project before we start taking it camping. We already have a campsite scheduled in a month for the first test run.
Yeah, we're kind of antsy to get going in it and spend a night in it, but it's still winterized right now, and it's still getting down to pretty cold temperatures at night, so we haven't been able to look at any of that stuff yet and figure out how that all works. But in the meantime, we're going to do some planning for retrofitting some seats that are more appropriate for car seats for our kids and more safe, I feel. I know that Will is really interested right now in painting the outside. This particular motorhome lived a long time in Arizona and got very, very sun damaged, weathered, and so it needs a fresh coat of paint to just look a little more fancy and nice.
Yep.
We've already been through it. We cleaned it out. We've mopped and Cloroxed everything. We had a few water spots that we think are just water spots we're going to keep an eye on, but so far nothing has really seemed like it's not sound. It seems like everything is functioning. We have been able to plug in the lights, use the television, electricity is working.
Yep.
everything
the
like that.
furnace is heating.
We haven't put it through its full paces yet of actually living in it and using the fridge and cooking and really taking it out yet, but we hope to do that in about a month.
Mm-hmm.
So in the meantime, that gives us a little bit of time to get a little more accustomed to this vehicle and see how we like it, what we want to do with it. So the interesting thing was the previous owners left us a lot of pretty much everything that they ever used. They left us things to cook with. They left us their bedding. They left us I don't even know, a brand new television.
Well, the poop hose they left us.
They left us the sewer hose.
Sewer hose and all the equipment for the plumbing to winterize it with, and
some of the chemicals and all that extra stuff that you need, some decorations and stuff. So we kind of have a lot of it. We'll keep looking and learning about what the things that we definitely need to purchase are. We have a list already going on our Amazon wish list of things that we know we need to purchase and or at least want to purchase for comfort and things like that. So I will go ahead and take you on a little tour around and show you what this rig looks like, and we'll talk a little bit about what we want to fix and update, and that will be it for this installment. And then we'll keep kind of the series going about the motorhome and how we renovate it, what it looks like before and after, and then how we do on our first trips out into the world. So so come along with me and we'll take you around on a tour. So here is the before. We have the curtains out because we have it parked and stored right now, but everything looks, the condition is pretty nice. We felt pretty good. It doesn't smell musty or anything. Like I said, they took really good care of it. That's Will scraping off our decals outside. They were old and faded. So we've got a captain's chair, or passenger seat, big front window, television, satellite, an antenna. This only has, it just clicked over to 30,000 miles when we got it home. So just at 30,000 miles, nice retro turn of the century controls. We have levelers and stabilizers. This is our dinette area. Right behind. So we have, and then more storage up here. So one thing that was important to me was to have safe seats for our kids to sit in. They are both still in car seats or booster seats, and so we needed somewhere for them to ride. There is no extra space between the driver's seat and our dinette, so this is where they'll be sitting. What we're going to do is retrofit. We're going to take out this dinette section. There's nothing under here but storage. It's just an empty box. So that is lucky that there's no water tank or furnace or anything happening here. So we're going to take this out. We're going to retrofit it with van transit seats that have seat belts already integrated into them. I've already picked those up. They are in my car and they will be stored here until we are able to get it installed. We have a friend who works on custom cars and does a lot of welding, and so they are going to help us kind of design this and weld it and plate it and screw it and bolt it and make it as sturdy as possible. This section is not a slide, so it's also, I feel a little bit safer about that they're not going to be sitting in a slide area of the motorhome, and so I feel better about that. So we're going to retrofit this. They will have forward-facing seats. The seat belts will be integrated because right now all they have are lap belts, and the lap belts are bolted to the floor, but they're just bolted to the frame of the seat, and they're just lap belts, and so they are not appropriate for our son who's in a booster, and they're not appropriate for an infant car seat because they don't lock. They don't have any of the locking mechanisms. They don't have the latch system. The chairs that I purchased do have a latch. We also got the chairs secondhand, and so those are going to go in here. So that's what's going to happen with this section, hopefully soon, before we take our first trip. If it doesn't happen before our first trip, I will just follow behind with the kids in the car seat in our van, which might be nice anyway to have a second vehicle. And then we will, we're not going far, it's just a kind of a 1 hour local-ish drive to a campsite, and then we'll drive the motorhome. So then on this side is the kitchen area. So we have kitchen, sink, cabinets, microwave, hood, 3-burner stove, which looks in pretty good shape. Obviously we haven't tested any of this stuff yet, but we will. And oven, same thing, looks beautiful. And a little bit more. Actually, those are where the fuses are. These are just some drawers. They have the anti-slide locks on them, so you have to lift up to get them to shut, but then they won't open while you're driving. So that is smart. And that's the kitchen area. And we come back, we have our fridge here, freezer. Still needs to get wiped out a little bit, but we've done kind of the basic once over. But everything works, everything turns on, it gets cold. So that's nice. And then over here is the bathroom. So inside this door opens up, we have a little storage space, and this is the bathroom. So commode, shower section. They left us a shower curtain, sink, and cabinets. This area, as it's a bathroom and gets a lot of moisture, has had some water spotting that mostly came out. This is only taken down because we were investigating. It doesn't really seem to have too much issue. A little vent area over the bathroom. So this is the bathroom area. And then you come to the back and we have our full queen size bed. This room actually is a little bit of a slide. They called it a tip out. So this will slide out about, I don't know, 18, 24 inches, 2 feet or so, to make this room a little bit bigger so that you can actually walk around. And my son left a toy in the windowsill. So you can walk around the bed and then we've got drawers, more drawers, bunch of cabinets, overhead storage space, which we think had a television at one time. And yeah, so that is the space. This is the bed. You can look back down the hallway. It even has a pocket door that can slide off and give privacy to the back room if you want that. But here is the long shot down the distance of the space. It's all the way to the front. I'm sitting on the bed so you can understand where I am distance-wise. And then, yeah, you can come this way, be up front to the back. Got nice windows, lots of storage. I mean, I feel like this is plenty of storage. We haven't used it yet, so I'm sure we'll fill it up fast, but we don't have any major plans to change the cabinets just yet. Maybe someday paint the walls, update the countertops, but they don't need anything. They're just fine the way they are. They're just, I mean, the upholstery is probably the most dated part of the whole thing. It just looks like early 2000s like it is. So, but for now we're happy with it. Let's go check out the outside. So we're on this side. We have an awning, front door, big windows, some storage out here, furnace, generator. So Will has already taken off some decals. So there you have it. We have installment number 1 of our RV adventure. We will follow up frequently with new updates as we get going and as we move on and see what we find as we do this. But follow along for more. If you have tips, if you have advice, if you are also a new RVer, let us know. Or if you're a seasoned RVer and have advice, we would love to find out. Please leave us a comment in the comment section. Let me know you were here and how you came to find us. And please like and subscribe so that you can see our progress as we go. We'll be sure to film and share a lot of our travels if we ever get out of the parking lot and all of our adventures along the way. So here is to an interesting RV season. See ya.